Morning guys, Bondo here. This is our job. We're doing a mono slab. Dirt guy Dwayne got it all ready for us. Basically he dug it all out. We have to kind of haunch into this hill a little bit, and it's going to be 10 to 12 inches thick on the edge, and it's going to be 5.5 to 6 inches thick in the middle of here. So basically we're going to form it up with this 2x10, get the 2x10 where we want it. I got the dump trailer. I'm gonna go run and get some material from Dwayne's pit, and I'm gonna dump my material in the middle of here, and we're actually gonna build our mono from the bottom up. That's how I wanted to do this one, instead of trying to dig the edges after. We got this nice, and he's got this all hard. It's been raining on it, and he tracked it all in good. So we're gonna tamp it. We're gonna get the big tamper over here, big thumper. With the boys, I'm gonna leave the boys here. They're gonna scab all these boards together. We're gonna make this slab 28-3. I always like to make them a little bit bigger, so I got a little wiggle room with my concrete blocks, because we are gonna lay a concrete block wall on top of this slab, and we're gonna have rebar down into the slab. So that's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna put, I think, 3 courses, maybe 2 or 3 courses, probably 3 courses back here, it looks like, on top of our slab. Just because he's into this hill, and we had to get down to match his driveway here. So, and this, he kind of build up over here. So, because this hill just goes like this all the way down. You can see he's got a sugar shack here that he makes maple syrup with. We poured some concrete in that a few years back. But I gotta run and get the gravel. I'm gonna have to run the loader in Dwayne's pit. I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. Load up my dump trailer, bring the stuff back. The boys will have this all formed up hopefully, and I'll dump my stuff in the middle. Gotta get my skid steer over here, Kevin the Kubota, level it out, create our haunch, tamp everything, and then we will be pouring this here in a couple days hopefully. Stay tuned, it's about to get fun. Where's Mike going? He's gonna block me, isn't he? So I gotta get the loader, get some of that material, dump it in my dump trailer. That's what I'm gonna do now. See if I can figure out how to run this bad boy. Oh yeah, started right up. Let it warm up a little bit. Oh, it's got a backup camera on it. Nice. A mirror too. Get this, get that sandy gravelly stuff. Oh, music, I better turn it off. Okay guys, I got a decent load on there. Figured out how to use the loader. I've been getting stuck loading my own stuff a few times here lately, but that worked out pretty good. So I'll probably need a couple loads, but that'll do. We'll get us started there. I'll get out of here, get over to the job and dump that off. We got to get the skid steer over there, and the tamper, big thumper, we got to get that over there, and that's that. You guys, I'm back here with my sandy gravel from Dwayne. Boys got the boards up. They're not staked to level yet, but we got it squared, and the dimensions are all good. They had the front board on. I'm gonna take the front board off. I'm gonna back the sandy gravel in here with the dump trailer. I'm gonna dump one here. I'm gonna go get another load, dump it here. Then we'll get the skid steer over here, and we're gonna build up like this and flatten out. So this middle will be the 5.5. The edge will be more like 11, 12, because that's a 2x10 rough cut. So that's actually 10 inches. By the time we stake it up where we want it, we're gonna be plenty thick enough on that edge. So that's the game plan. So, slight change of plans. We are going to run over to the ICF job that we were working on last week. We're going to grab the dingo, which is still over there, the Whacker 120. And we're going to use that on this mono slab. Other Otherwise, I gotta unhook my dump trailer, hook up the flat trailer, get the skid steer over here, and then if we're short on material, I gotta hook the dump trailer back up to go get more material. So, because we don't really know how much we're gonna need to puff that middle up. The dig's off about 4 inches, so we're gonna have to actually build the haunch up a little bit too, because the haunch is staked up about 4 inches on one end and it's touching on the other. So, and it's hard as a rock. You can barely drive a stake in it. So that's the game plan. I'm gonna go get the whacker 120, bring it back over there, and I'll show you what we're doing over there, dress that off, and then we actually got to meet the other boys, Jason, Biscuit, and Chris. We're pouring a little ICF wall today, so rock and roll. This is the job we did last week, guys. There's the dingo. The whacker. I shouldn't call it a dingo. It's better than a dingo. It's a whacker. That's the Fox block project. Grab the whacker and head back. There'll be a video on that. I don't know which video will come out first, this one or that one, but I will be doing a video on that Fox block project too. Alright guys, so like I said, the dig was off. Basically, we had to raise this corner up. You get back here and this board's on the ground, as you can see. That's on the ground, and that's hard as a rock. That's hard. So then you get over here, we had to stake it up, so a lot more work for us because it ain't set. Isn't set level. This side's high. That's gonna put that whole front board high. So that's that. We're gonna have to work with that, but I got the dingo over here. You want to move that board right there so I can get, yeah, because I'm gonna probably bring that big rock through there just to get rid of it. Well guys, I just put 2 loads in there and we didn't even touch it, so I'm gonna have to go get more loads with the dump trailer. What a pain because the grade's so far off. I mean, this is so deep. So I'll gonna go back and get another couple loads. This honestly is not our work, but we're ended up doing it. We're supposed to be just putting a little bit in there and fine tuning it. Well, there's load number 3 with a little dump trailer. I heaped that one up pretty good, so I really don't want to go get another load. Really don't want to get another load. I gotta go get the tamper, big thumper, and we can tamp everything because it's all gotta be tamped now. I'll get the tamper, boys. I'll be back. You're having fun, aren't you?
What's that?
I'm a whacker. You're having fun, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Getting better.
Yeah. Well, this is load number 4. Definitely not as much as I wanted to do today, but it's what it is. It is what it is, guys. Gotta get the job done, that's all. loader. I'm not too smooth with the loader, but we get her done. Yeah, load number 4. I gotta get to the boys, and then I gotta go pour that ICF wall with Chris and Biscuit. So that's what I'm doing. Well, there's load number 4, guys. Dustin and Mike went to get lunch. I gotta go help Biscuit and Chris pour that ICF wall. So that's that. I'll get that knocked down and tamp it, and then I'll be back. I'll show you what it looks like. Getting the last board on. Oh man, that is not bad at all, boys. It looks nice. It looks real nice. Had to do extra work we didn't want to do, but yeah. Yeah.
Back her up.
Looks good.
Happy hour.
Happy hour. Just pack good on the edge. This edge might pack a little bit, huh?
Yeah, we did kind of some and had some more on top.
Yeah. No, that looks pretty good. It's a mono slab right there, built in reverse. That's how we do it. Basically, you can string a line across here and check your grade, guys. But we got a laser too. A couple different ways to do it. That'll blend into his yard fairly decent. We'll need 3 courses of blocks probably to get up out of here. So he's gonna backfill right up against the blocks on this end. So that's how we're doing it. Just gonna put the whacker 120 on the trailer and get the hay out of here. Get in the truck. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go. Get in. We gotta go pour some concrete, buddy. Over at that sugar shack. Come on. We gotta go. Buddy, we gotta go. We gotta go. Well, I gotta scoot back home, me and Ro, because I forgot the, we call it MAPS. It's like a surface retardant that keeps the surface from drying on you. It's a bucket of product. We put it in the sprayer and we spray it on when it's really hot. It's an evaporation retardant. It's a surface evaporation retardant. I will show you what it looks like. We're going to spray it on the surface today because it's supposed to be 90 degrees today, and we want to make sure we get some time to work with this concrete and the surface doesn't blow up on us. So I got to scoot home because it's 6:40 and the concrete's supposed to be there at 7. So luckily we're close to the shop, so I'll swing back home, and we're only like 5 miles from home. So I'll grab that map. I forgot it completely. Didn't remind myself. So I'll go back and get it. Hopefully I beat the truck back. Well, we got the product. See if the concrete truck beat me back. Rose hanging out the window. We always put a cone out, guys. I know it's a good little tip. See that cone there? It just lets the drivers know where we're at. Helps them locate the job. Looks like I beat the truck back. That's a good thing. Boys are here. Get our wheelbarrows and stuff unloaded. Here's our job. It's a monolithic 28 by 32 mono slab that we're pouring out today. Mono slab, they're just thicker around the edge. Got rebar around the edge. This guy owns a maple syrup processing facility. He's got like hoses running out of the woods and all the syrup. New York's a big place to get maple syrup out of the maple trees. All runs down hills, and these tubes goes into them tanks. Will you chill out, dude? Chill out. And they have a wood burning evaporator. It's pretty cool. And that's how they make maple syrup. Here comes the mud, guys. We gotta bring them up this hill, which is a huge hill. Hopefully Big Robbie Knows enough to come up this driveway. Straight in, Big Robbie. This one here, yep. We're gonna bring him right up through here. Hopefully he can slither right up through here. Right in here, Robbie. Straight up through, bud. Give her hell. You're good on the wire. Yep. Heck yeah, baby. Pull right along that back, Big Robbie. Oh, hell yeah. That's gonna make life a little nicer. Now we don't have to wheel. Now we don't have to wheel, boys. Look at that. Put 2 chutes on that sad chicken. We're rock and rolling. I believe Big Robbie's got 10 yards, unless they split trucks. This calls for 18.5 yards, or calls for 18, but I ordered 18.5. Got that haunch edge, which is always a pain to figure out, so we're gonna mix it up. This is 4,000 pounds. It's got low air in it for air entrainment for our freeze thaw cycles. We are gonna lift this rebar and wire as we pour it, and we're probably gonna pour today about a 5.5 to 6 lump because it's gonna be 90 degrees. It's like 7:15, or like 15 minutes late. We gotta get moving here.
That's like a fucking asshole. His face is bad. Yeah, in the picture, his nose is like, it looks like a fucking rope. It's been fucking asshole.
Well guys, that's the end of the first truck. We're gonna make sure we get all that concrete out of there. I think we're in pretty good shape. That's 10 yards. We're not gonna have a lot left, but we're past half, so we are past half. But it doesn't look like we're gonna have a lot left, that's for sure. Hopefully we gain a little on those. What? I'd say right over there on the edge of that ditch. Here comes the mud on the second truck, guys. We're gonna bring him right up in the front here, turn. Kind of guide him up, show him where to go, okay? Those pipes that you see, the black pipes right there, they're not wires, they're, I don't think they're wires, I think they're sap lines, syrup lines. Here comes our balance, guys. We'll see how I did. Basically, I'm thinking halfway would be like right about here. We got all this and we got some down in this haunch, but this truck's only got 8.5. The first truck had 10, so probably gonna want all the chutes on that bad boy. So we'll see how he did, but I told Big Robbie to go back to the plant and wait for us. We might need a half a yard or something. So cross your fingers, I know I am. Only good thing is we're about 4 miles from the plant. So.
Yeah,
You don't want to get whacked.
that's why I'm over here.
Hey, gentlemen. You want the haunch first, or just...
No, just fill it right in.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Well guys, I'm super psyched because looks like we got enough mud. There's a chute full on the truck and he's not empty yet. We just got a little hole right where Dustin's feet are. So looking good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm right back in, buddy. I usually don't count on any of that. Oh, it's a good day. Boys and girls, it's a good day. We have enough mud. I'm gonna call the plant and tell them we're not gonna need a balance so they're not waiting on me. And we'll both float it off and then we gotta get to work in here. Yeah. Guys, I am running gravel with the dump trailer today. Not the blue one, but the black one. And the boys are finishing this up. And they got the doorways dug out. Here we always taper the doorways. It looks like that that surface retardant is working really nice because it's starting to get really hot out and everything's drying nice and even. They were able to break the first load, so that's good. By break it, I mean get a machine on there and get it knocked down. So it's looking good. This side is just about ready, and I gotta go get another load of material for another job. So I'm gonna drop this dump trailer load off, and then I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna pick up Roder. He's over there. I hear Ro. He's probably wound up again. Ro, what are you doing, buddy? You wound up again? Oh yeah. You good boy. Wanna go with Dad? Wanna go with Dad? Wanna go with Dad? Hey guys, it's 12:30, and that's what she looks like. She shined up nice. I'm just coming back with my fourth dump trailer load of stone right there. And Chris and Mike got this all nicely polished up. They are going to do a small step for me at another job. I'm going to Cleveland to strip off a wall that we poured yesterday, an ICF wall. So we're dividing and conquering, getting a lot of stuff done because we are super busy, guys. Wicked busy. And when they're done with the little step, they're gonna come back and cut this thing. Gonna diagonal cut it to the corners, down the middle, and down the middle here. So right to that drain. That drain pops out here to daylight. And this will get some blocks on top of it whenever I get a chance to get back over here. Say hi, boys. Yeah. All right, guys, we are back over at this job. And we got some blocks laid around here. And we're gonna start laying blocks on the slab so that they can backfill. I talked to the homeowner this morning. We thought he wanted 3 courses all the way around, but he doesn't. He wants, Ro, quiet. He wants 3 courses over there and maybe 3 up to here and then drop down to 2 and then maybe even just 1 on this side. So we'll see what it looks like. Maybe we put 2 over here. I don't know. He told me to use my best judgment, but there's a big hump here, so might want to have 2 courses there. I think that would look all right. But 3 on this side, and maybe 3 on the back. So that's gonna be what we do. So we're just unloading all this mortar and everything in the mixer, and we're gonna get rolling here. Stay with us. Guys, we are mixing up a batch of mud. This is the mortar that we use here. We got it at the box store. Type S. That's got sand and mortar in it. Mortar cement and sand. You can buy it without the sand if you want to add your own sand. See how it says cement and sand? So you can just get mortar and then buy like fine sand and make it. It's a little cheaper, but if we were doing a big basement or something, we might do that. So we snap lines around, we got everything squared. I drill a little hole in the corner so I don't lose that corner. And then we just snap our lines straight. We always make the pad a little bit bigger, so we got a little wiggle room like that. It's gonna be below grade anyways. We like to get a mud pan set up.
Did you bring your muckers?
No, I need them over here. It's wet. Got mud we're working down in. But this is what we call a jam block, guys. These are different than the stretcher blocks. They got the flat end on them. And these are your stretcher blocks. They got these eared ends. So first thing I did, this pad is 32 by 28, so I know 32 this way, we can get 24 blocks going this way, so we won't have any cuts. So we're gonna run our first block going this way, 16 inches, and then as long as I keep my blocks at 16 inches all the way down through there, I'll have 24 blocks and I'll have my 32 feet. Simple math, 16 inches. These blocks are a little bit shorter, so when you put the mud on them, they're 16 inches long. You put the mud on the ends. So we're just setting up. I'm gonna build my leads first. That's what I like to do. Leads are the same thing as a corner. So we're gonna build probably that lead up 3 courses. We'll build this one up 2 because I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe I'll do 3. We'll see what it looks like. This grade's pretty high right here in this corner, so I almost think he's gonna want it higher than he thinks, but unless he shaves all this down, but I think he ought to backfill it. So if it was me, I'd just go 3 on the whole thing, but I might send him a picture. He's at work today, the homeowner, so I might send him a picture and show him what it's gonna look like. I think once it's backfilled, it's gonna be fine. I think I'd rather see 3 courses. Gets it all even, but I'll see what he says. And I'll try to show you a little bit about laying these blocks, guys. I gotta get my 4-foot level out. You gotta level these leads up, these corners, get them level. Stay with us. Pretty humid out today too, so that's a good thing for mortar anyway. I'd give it just a tiny little slab. Yeah, that'll be good right there. A wheelbarrow, and we can get rock and rolling there. I got these are line holders, guys. This is what we hook to the blocks. Once we get their leads built, you hook these with the string line on them to your blocks, and that gets you a string line established so you can lay to it. I got my 4-foot level for building my lead. Biscuit's cutting me off a piece of string here. You can just wrap them right around these, actually. Set these up and wrap it right around. I wouldn't even cut it. Didn't have to cut it. Wrap it around these. I don't know where our other string went, but make sure you set them a little bit wider than the 8-inch block. These are adjustable for different size blocks. Slide them.
They need to be wider than that, did that?
No, not wider. If anything, narrower. They should work on a 10-inch or an 8-inch block.
That's as narrow as they go this way.
Alright.
That one should get adjusted.
Yeah. There we go. That's for the 8-inch, and you can slide them open for the 10s. 10s and 12s. They should fit them all. Alright guys, we're gonna lay some blocks today. Maybe I can get Biscuit to lay some of these blocks. I ain't gotta do it all. What do you think, Biscuit? Huh?
Ow.
You don't know how? Yeah, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. Grab my level and bring it over here. No, this is what we're gonna do, guys. Don't block my camera either. I'm gonna put the mud down. Yep, like this. Chunky. In that first bag. Get the chunks out of it right there.
That'll just help hold the blocks up.
Yeah, that'll hold it up nice.
That friggin' Nadura part you got, that shit was chunky as hell.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, that,
I was kind of surprised.
yeah, because they keep that inside of a building.
I mean, there was no like real big chunks, but enough to make it a pain in the ass.
That's that, guys. We are going to tool it off with a striker here, but I'm gonna let it harden up a little bit. It's pretty humid today, so that mud's nice and soft. It actually strikes up better, and you get less smearing if you wait a little bit when you do that. See these little sons of guns, deer flies, they drive you nuts. Just killed one. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and then I'm gonna be able to lay in my back wall. So I'm not gonna video this side. You just seen how I did it. I'm gonna pop this corner up over here. Then I'll show you how we go into building the wall. All right, guys, we got this other corner done. We're gonna use these line holders here that I showed you. We're gonna hook them onto the block. I like to put the string, I can run it on the inside or outside, but I'm gonna be standing on the outside. Not the other way. I'm gonna be standing out there. I want the string on the inside. I'm gonna set you guys up on this hill on a tripod while I lay this back wall in. I'll show you what that looks like. But I'm gonna set you right here. I'm gonna lay that bad boy right there in. All right, guys, got the back wall laid in. This gets striking it off. We're not sure if we're gonna parge the back wall or not. I gotta see what the customer wants. If he wants to pay extra to have it parged, we didn't charge for it, so we're gonna strike it just in case. That's that. Didn't take too long. So I think if it was me, I'd just do 3 courses on the whole thing, but I gotta maybe see what he wants to do. I think we could bank the dirt up to there, all the way around the thing, but we'll see. See what Joe, the homeowner, wants. I think it might look weird to step it down on this end, but that side's gonna be 3 courses, so we know that. So I'm gonna do that for sure. That'll be my next move. I'll pop a corner in here and get this up 3, that 32-foot wall. So that's the next step. All right, guys, here's where we're at. It's 1:20. Biscuit's striking up this wall. I called Joe, the homeowner, and I kind of talked into just doing 3 courses around the whole thing. I think it would look really weird to step down to 2. And we talked about he's gonna put maybe some stone over this piece here so you don't see that in the front, and then maybe he could cheat his siding down along this wall over here if he wants to. But honestly, I think we can hide a lot of them blocks when he backfills. And he's got a tractor, and he's gonna put stone around this thing and a pipe, and I told him to put 2 inches of foam board up against our block wall, so he's gonna do that. After we get it core filled, I told him to wait about a week, and then he's already got a load of stone down there. We had 1 load delivered, so he's gonna get another load, and this is all gonna get backfilled with stone, and that way there's no water pressure against it. And that foam board, I told him to put that against it. And when they frame this, it's all gonna be, the masonry will be all the same height. They won't have to build different height walls and everything. So that's where we're at. I'm just gonna finish this corner, and then I'm gonna zip down this wall and get our 3 rows in. We gotta drill these before we get the 3rd course on. We're drilling about 6 inches down into the slab, and that's how we do it. 3:30, guys. We're still at it. We're gonna drill 3 rebars into the slab here. We're drilling them in about 6 inches into the slab. We're putting number 5 rebar. This is the stuff. And how we're doing it. Putting it. Filling it right in there. Every 32 inches. I haven't put them ones in yet. But we got, like, this wall over here is all done, I believe. And, along the doorways, we put them on the edges of all your doors. You get the idea, every 32 inches, pop them in all the way down through there. That's where we'll core fill. I'll throw some anchor bolts in there when we core fill, which I don't think we're gonna core fill today. It's already 3:30, like I said. We lack 1 block, so Biscuit's going to get 1 corner block at the house. I gotta put 1.5 blocks. I got the half, I just need the corner, so that's what we're lacking. We'll get these laid in, and then I'll give you a quick view of what it looks like before we take off for the day. Okay guys, there it is in all its glory. We just have to core fill it. We did core fill these 2. I had a little bit of mortar left over. I mixed some stone with it and filled these 2 holes. But that was it. Everything else, rebars in there. Ready to rip. We missing a rebar here, boys? There's rebar missing right in here. I catch it all. Nothing gets by me. Nothing gets by me, guys. That's what she looks like. Yeah, I missed the rebar there. I'll show you what it looks like after we core fill it, but we're just gonna put some concrete in there, holes, and anchor bolt it. That's the way we do, huh? Road's ready to go home. We got a stamped concrete job in the morning. We got to load up everything for that. So unload all this stuff.